Hi and welcome to Hoffman's Hot Seat. I'm Tom Hoffman with One-to-One Media. Joining me today is Sean Cook, CEO at Shop Visible. Today we'll be discussing steps that companies can take to leverage social media to drive brand awareness and pump up sales. Sean, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you having me.
Sean, what are some ways that retailers and other types of companies can leverage Facebook and other social media sites to build brand awareness and drive sales?
When you think about the phenomenon of social media online and social networks like Facebook and Twitter and others, these are not just communities online, but they're entire social networks. They are a whole society of groups of people that are out there sharing interests, sharing activities, talking about everything from the mundane to the monumental. And what we have seen is that retailers that are looking to really harness this power, they're doing things that mimic what individuals do in the real world. If you think about the old adage where if you have a great experience in a restaurant, you tell one person, and if you have a bad experience, you tell 5. Those same kinds of things, that same kind of sharing and communication happens through social media. We at Shop Visible, we provide a bunch of tools that our retailers can use so that they can engage customers via things like Facebook. And if you think about Facebook as a place where somebody is going to talk about, I found this interesting product, I had a great experience, I had a terrific customer service moment, and they're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about it good and bad. So you want to make sure that you are providing them not only the products that they do want to share, the value that you want to bring to that conversation, but also something that's relevant to why they're there.
Are there any examples of customers that you've worked with that are leveraging Facebook and other social media sites to build brand awareness and to drive sales?
There's one company that I find particularly interesting. It's called the Beehive Co-op, and it's an interesting parallel to the real world as well as the virtual world. Beehive Co-op is a group of designers. It's a woman by the name of Petra Geiger who created something that started in Atlanta. She's a designer as well as an entrepreneur that realized that there are these high-quality designers of products, whether it's jewelry or apparel or toys for kids, and these designers are very talented, but they don't have the production scale or the scope to reach a national audience through typical traditional retail channels. So she created what was called the Beehive Co-op. It was a physical retail space where these different designers could participate. Well, what ended up happening is they had this terrific following of passionate shoppers that would come in and say, wow, what are the new local designers that you've discovered? What are the new products that they have? I really want to find these products, and they become repeat purchasers and they become true evangelists for this whole idea. Well, it became a very successful business model, and Petra decided to open additional city franchises of the Beehive Co-op. She opened a second, and then she got together with us, and we created the online version of this. So the Beehive Co-op online is powered by Shop Visible, and it is a natural fit for social networks because online people would find and discover this. She puts interesting new products out onto Facebook. She comments on how you find unique designers in these little hard-to-find corners of the world. She promotes them. Her followers end up becoming fans and promoting them and share and point to their friends and identify unique gifts that they might want to give. And so it's almost as if Facebook was built specifically for a business like Petra's.
Interesting. So in addition to the Beehive Co-op, are there other companies you can point to that are using Facebook and other social media sites to collaborate with customers?
There's a company called Right Size Online. Very different category. It's a company that has diet shakes. It's a weight loss product, and they have demonstrated tremendous success using Twitter and Facebook because, again, you have to have something that's relevant to the conversation. If you just step into a social network like Twitter and you start talking about a product or just trying to sell, then it comes across as so mercenary and so blatant that you're not relevant to the conversation. A company like Right Size, since they help improve people's lives, people love to share the story. If somebody loses 20 pounds, they want to tell everybody, and they want to make sure that everybody notices. And so it becomes something that they want to share and they tell. And when a company uses social media appropriately, it lends such credibility. Because I can tell you all day long about the products that I sell and how good they are, but if one of my customers tells you about it, if one of my customers talks about the success that they've had, then that just gives it exponentially more power.
Well, this is terrific. Sean, thanks so much for sharing your insights with us today.